These are the 4 things I quit to go from bulky to ripped with a six-pack. The first one is carbs. So yesterday I was talking with a guy in the sauna who was fat, and he was trying to lose fat and get in shape, get a six-pack. And after I had talked with him for only a few minutes, I was sure he was going to do it. He was going to lose all his fat and get in shape, because he told me that he has been going to the gym every single day for 2 weeks, and he planned on continuing with that. And he had also changed his diet a lot. He had started eating almost only like meat, like high protein foods, and stopped with carbs almost completely. He said he only have some carbs at night, like before sleeping. So I thought, okay, he's going to the gym every day and he's eating almost no carbs and use like a lot of meat. He will lose all his fat. And he also told me he had already lost 10 pounds in just 2 weeks, and he had like 20 pounds left to lose. So I was like, he will do it. He will lose all his fat. One of the biggest reasons he lost his fat was because he cut out carbs. Because carbs, they are very bad for trying to lose fat. Eating a lot of carbs is not good if you wanna get ripped, get a six-pack, become leaner. Because first of all, they make you want to eat more food. You can just imagine it when you eat like pasta, bread or something. You will want to eat more. It's very easy to overeat and get in too much calories if you eat in carbs. Just imagine like fries. When you have like French fries, it's very easy to eat like a lot of it. You just like get cravings and you eat more and more. So that's the first thing. But then also carbs is like energy for your body. So if you're not using that energy, you're not like a professional athlete and you're out running all day and you're moving a lot, that energy will get stored as fat and you'll gain fat. That's also very basic things. When you eat a lot of carbs, you get energy, and if you don't use the energy, you'll gain fat. But then also carbs can make you tired and have like adverse like focus, have a bit like brain fog. For example, when I eat pasta, if I have a lot of pasta, I will feel tired after. And when you're tired, you don't want to exercise, you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to go out do some cardio. You will skip more workouts and you can become inconsistent if you eat too much carbs. So that's the first thing I quit. I just started having less carbs, less like pasta, less rice, no bread, cutting out all junk food, and also like pizza, all those like high carbs foods, I cut them out. Then what I did was I had less carbs and more high protein foods, more meat, more meat like steak, grounded beef, chicken, more of that. Now when I eat, I try to have like 70% of my plate with meat, then only 30% with healthy fats or carbs. I can still have some carbs. Yesterday I had like a lot of ground beef, then I had some pasta. My plate was maybe 20% with pasta, then the rest with ground beef. This is the opposite of what normal people do. They have like a lot of pasta, they use some meat on top. And that's why they fat. That's why almost everyone fat, because they're eating too much carbs and not enough protein. Too little protein. Eating in this style, when you have like more protein and less carbs, that it will also make you have like a clearer mind, no brain fog, have more energy, better focus and all that. You will feel more like a warrior, and it will be good for your work, for your like productivity. So if you run your own business, you're an entrepreneur, or you work a normal job, then it will even help. And if you're a business entrepreneur and you're trying to lose fat, build muscles, get jacked, you can get some personal help from me right now on a free coaching call. Just click the top link in the description to book one if you want. And it's only for entrepreneurs. If you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries, you can continue watch this video. So eating more protein instead of carbs is very good, because protein, it increases the metabolism, so you will just like burn more fat naturally. You will like keep your muscles or even gain muscles if you lift weights. It also make you feel full, so like it kills hunger. For example, you can just have some chicken and you will feel full pretty quick. If you have like chicken, ground beef, steak, it's hard to eat too much meat and get fat of it. Like that's not even possible. Like you can't, just imagine if you have like chicken, you can't eat a lot of it. You will feel full, and so it will also keep your calorie intake low if you eat more protein. But it also increases your testosterone, which is very good for losing fat and feeling energetic when you have more protein. So what I recommend is that you have 70% of your plates with high protein foods, ground beef, steak, chicken, eggs, and then the rest of it, let's say you have 20% carbs, 20% potatoes, 10% maybe healthy fats if you want. That can be like avocado or butter. That's the first thing I quit, eating a lot of carbs. The second one is having breakfast right when I wake up. Now for the last like few weeks, I have had breakfast at 1 p.m. In that way, from like 5:30 when I wake up until 1 p.m., I eat nothing. I only have water and coffee. And that makes my body use my fat as energy. They use the fat like I have on my stomach as energy for me to like, function. So I burn fat in that way. Then at 1 p.m. I have breakfast, I have my 5 eggs. Yeah, this has helped me because a few years ago I had it like right when I woke up. But then I started with intermittent fasting and having breakfast at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Now I'm doing it at like 1 p.m. And one of the main reasons I do it is also to focus better on my business. To like record this video right now, I haven't ate anything today and it's around like 11 a.m. And now I have much better focus, much better like energy compared to if I would have eaten something before this, had a meal 3 hours ago. I wouldn't have this like focus. It's very good if you want to do focused work in the morning on your business, on a project or something. For you to implement this, so start with having breakfast just later and later. So if you have it at like 8 a.m. right now, start with 9 a.m. Then when you're ready, go to 10 a.m., then 11 a.m., then at 12 if you can. And then let's say you start having first meal at 12, right, middle of the day. You can have breakfast or you can have lunch. I have breakfast because I want to get in more protein. So I want to have like breakfast, lunch and dinner. But you can do like lunch and dinner if you get in like a lot of protein to lunch. Because I still want to build muscle. Having 3 meals is better for me. But for you that just only focus on like losing fat, getting ripped, then you can have two meals, lunch, dinner. You maybe have a smaller meal between lunch and dinner or after dinner. That's a very simple diet, just 2 meals a day. That's the second thing I quit. Having breakfast right when I woke up. So instead I have it now later during the day at 1 p.m. The third one is calorie dense foods. When I tried to get ripped for the summer, get a 6-pack a few months ago, I started with cutting out peanut butter because I knew peanut butter is calorie dense and I was eating it because I wanted to get in more calories and bulk up and get bigger. When I wanted to become leaner, lose fat, I said no peanut butter. And it worked. I saw a difference just from doing that. I lost some fat, but it wasn't enough. I wanted to speed it up. So I also cut out nuts because I usually have like 20 almonds a day, but I stopped doing that too. And I started losing even more fat. And I just realized cutting out calorie dense foods is so easy and so effective. For me, it wasn't even much. It was just like peanut butter and nuts. Because when you eat less calories, you will lose more fat. That is just like how it is. Calories is like energy and that energy stores as fat. So if you eat like less calories, you will lose fat. The easiest thing you can do is just find those calorie dense foods you're eating right now and quit. For you, it's probably like junk food, like fast food, high sugar foods like pizza, ice cream, McDonald's, fries, donuts, even like soda, alcohol. All those are like calorie dense foods. I would say stop junk food, stop fast food, stop eating all of that bullshit. Stop with even like bread. And alcohol is also very unnecessary. Same with like even milk. Stop drinking milk, or you're not a baby anymore. Have only water and coffee. So this is an easy thing. Just quitting junk food. It's hard to quit junk food. I know. It was hard for me to do it, but the thing that worked for me was to slowly have it less and less. So like junk food once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, then once a month. Then after that I just stopped. And I know some people, some fitness influencers, they say, yeah, you can have a cheat meal, it's okay, you won't die. But those people are fucking retarded. Why would you sometimes have a cheat meal? It's just weak to feel like shit and look at shit the next day. Never have junk food. If you're over 18 years old, it's just embarrassing you have junk food. Like, junk food is childish. Okay, if I see a 10-year-old, but if you're 25, if you're 30 years old, like what the fuck are you doing? Why are you eating junk food? You need to be in top shape and quitting junk food fully, never having that shit because it's poison, it's sugar that make you gain fat, make you be tired, make you be weak. You can't have that. This is the third thing I quit. Stopping calorie dense foods. Find those foods you're eating. It's probably like junk food, fast food for you. Maybe if you have peanut butter too, stop with all that and you will see a difference. The fourth thing I quit to get ripped was doing no cardio. During the winter now, I did no cardio. I only went to the gym every day. That that was what I was doing. But then I started a few weeks ago to go out running 3 times per week. And from doing that, that's when I got like six-pack lean, ripped, with like no unnecessary fat. Because you burn calories from cardio. It's very simple. You improve your metabolism and you burn calories. So doing cardio, it just helps the process. First of all, fix your diet, but then doing cardio will help you lose fat faster. For you, it can be running, it can be a walk. If you're an entrepreneur, then walking is a good option because you can work on your business, then just middle of the day or in morning or at night, you can just go for a walk, clear your mind, get some new business ideas, or you just like think of nothing, or you think of your business and how you're gonna fix your constraint in business. Walking is a great option. And if you're an entrepreneur and you want some more help with losing fat, building muscles, getting jacked, you can get a free coaching call with me. If you want that, just click the top link in the description and book one. I will talk with you soon. And it's only for entrepreneurs, so if you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries, I will still help you out in this video. And for your cardio, you can also do like sports. If you want to play football or do fighting, basketball. Also, swimming is a good option. There are a lot of different types of cardio. I would recommend finding something you enjoy, because if it's some cardio you enjoy, then being consistent becomes much easier. For example, me, like I started enjoying running. For me, it's not that hard. I like the feeling of running shirtless, the sun on me. It feels good. For me, it's not that hard. Of course it's days I don't want to do it, but that's when I use my discipline. But most of the times I look forward for it. Try find something you enjoy. If it's nothing you enjoy, then just go with running or walking. Like you can choose the easiest one for you. Do 3 cardio sessions per week. That's a good amount. But I wouldn't say do only cardio. Lift some weights too. Like hit the gym, also lift some weights at least 3 times per week if you want to like maximize your fat loss and also like, even build muscles. So when you lose that fat, you have some muscles too, and you can look like jacked, not only skinny. And also lifting weight increases your metabolism, so you will burn more fat from doing that, and also increase your testosterone. But this was the 4 things I quit to get ripped. And if you want to lose belly fat, then you need to watch this video right here, because it's everything I wish I knew before losing belly fat. Become Gareth, brother. Bam!